racing. Sir Celt stumbled at the start, came out and bumped Char. Jai's Jump Hybrid began okay, and so too Real Dragon. He's spearing across in the white with the red cap. He's up with the leading bunch of horses, and then Participate, holding coming up the middle of the track. And Mighty Raja in the gold is very wide out on the course at the 650 metre mark now. And Sir Celt against the outside rail had recovered after that awkward beginning to share the lead with Highbury, Real Dragon and Jai's Jump just behind them. Char's running about fourth within 2 lengths of the leading bunch, and they were followed by Midnight Storm, Much Vanity. Star of Flight next starting to work home. Participators hard ridden. Further back is Ranch and Choreograph, and down the outside comes Holding as they come towards the 250 metres now. Real Dragon tackled by Star of Flight, Jai's Jump. Highbury's had enough. Midnight Storm's running on. Choreograph's coming with a run too at the clock tower, and Choreograph hits the lead from Star of Flight, Char, Ranch, Midnight Storm on the far side, but Choreograph is drawing clear in the run home, and it's Choreograph to win it by 2 lengths. Midnight Storm second, Star of Flight third, just in advance of Much Vanity, Char, and then came Ranch, trailed further back Mighty Raja. Hossagore never came into the race, and he was trailed further back in the field then by Highbury. Real Dragon showed pace before weakening, and then Holding and Participate. Sir Celt dropped out of it, and then Only a Dream, Jai's Jump, and that's the game as last of all. All in, off they go. Picket Fence to the outside, and Marie Madeline began quickly. Only 8 runners, but they're going to split equitably for either side. Out this side now, Marie Madeline is the leader from Fra Salome, Lord of Lauriston. Picket Fence is last of that quartet. On the other side now as they head to the 650, Love Jeddah in front of Wit and Wisdom, San Zero, and Insurgents is last of that 4. They come along now with about 500 metres left to go. And here the outside might have a slender lead, with Marie Madeline being tackled by Fra Salome, Lord of Lauriston in behind them, and Picket Fence is ridden along at the tail of that division. On the other side, here's San Zero and Insurgents, both coming home very strongly to tackle Love Jeddah. Coming towards the 200 metre mark now. Not much between the two sides. Marie Madeline with Picket Fence picking it up on this side. San Zero leads the inside. San Zero in front on the inside. I think it might have the overall lead, yes. San Zero clearly wins it well. San Zero first, beating Love Jeddah, and third Insurgents, and then Picket Fence beat the grandstand side home easily, but wasn't in the hunt really. Wit and Wisdom last of the flat division, then back over to the grandstand for the rest of them. Fra Salome, Marie Madeline and Lord of Lauriston. Matriarch, 2,000 metres, they're underway. Bellamoxie jumping well on the inside. Away very quickly is Chancelot. Surprise pick. Sizzy M is right up there today too, and Sweet Corn settling just off them as they settle into stride now. And here at the 1,800 metres, Chancelot by over 2 lengths. Surprise pick. He just wants to over race a bit. Sweet Corn third on the inside, 1.5 lengths, Sizzy M. Imperatrix trapped out 3 wide, followed then by Babe Zahari as the inside rail. 1.5 lengths at the 1,600 came Silvana outside, Gold Lottie, and then Sabino Canyon tracking 3 deep. Around Ice Maiden, full spec on the inside, and then La Rocha. Wonder Mrs. Tendulkar, followed by Magic Tumbler, Bellamoxie, and Millanova whipped the field in at the 1,300, and Chancelot speeding along by about 3 lengths here. Sweet Corn taking the field up on the inside of Surprise Pick, and then Imperatrix, who can't get in, and Gauchi's booting forward to go to second now. Then came Babe Zahari's in the orange colours, running 5th on the inside of Silvana, who's on the improve, and Sabino Canyon is very wide still, and they're followed by Sizzy M. A length further back in the field then is La Rocha, outside Gold Lottie, and then Ice Maiden, full spec, well back with Bellamoxie. Then Mrs. Tendulkar, Millanova and Magic Tumblers last. As they came to the 800 metre mark now, and Chancelot has company because she's being joined on the outside by Imperatrix, and Silvana had gone up to make a line of 3. Sweet Corn right behind them in the lime colours on the inside of Surprise Pick, and Sabino Canyon's never been on the track. Then came Sizzy M, followed by Babe Zaharias as they corner, and then La Rocha. And further back is Ice Maiden and Bella Moxie. Mrs. Tendulkar swings out very wide. Chancelot, the leader from Imperatrix. Silvana wide out. There's a run coming for Sweet Corn. She's going up on the rails now. And then Sabino Canyon. Mrs. Tendulkar's coming with a pretty good run at the 250 metre mark now. And Sweet Corn dives up on the inside to go to the lead over Chancelot. Silvana. Mrs. Tendulkar down the outside. Sweet Corn the leader at the 100. Mrs. Tendulkar and Savannah are starting to try hard, but Sweet Corn is really digging in deep, and Sweet Corn beats Silvana. Mrs. Tendulkar third. Close up Babe Zahari is in the fast finishing Magic Tumbler, and then Millanova followed in by Chancelot and Full Spec. Back behind these is Gold Lottie, and then came Ice Maiden. Surprise pick Sizzy M. Bella Moxie, followed further back in the field by La Rocha Sabino Canyon, who had a torrid run, and Imperatrix is last of all. About to break at the 1400. They're off now. Buffed missed the start. He's out slowly, missed it by 2 or 3. Fixated, bounded out of the gates and set up a length in the early stages. Catboy not letting him get away though. Moves up into second, placing. The speed is generous, and Recapitalised settles third on the outside of Happy Strike. Flash in the Pan is racing wide in 5th placing, and they're followed by Quite Astute. Next, Transact out wide from Enterprise Man in the centre. About 3 lengths away in the field, then came Rathlin on the inside of Town Player, and then Red Hot Pepper and Buffed last after missing the jump. As they came up the side, Fixated for the Gouch leading narrowly from Flash in the Pan, striding around the outside wide, and Catboy is third. 1.5 further back in the field, Transact wide around Recapitalised Happy Strike. 2 lengths behind these, Quite Astute, Town Player, Enterprise Man under pressure, and they were followed by Red Hot Pepper, Buffed and Rathlin on the rails. Entering the straight, Fixated leading from Flash in the Pan. Transact made a line of 3. Happy Strike, Catboy behind them, and Recapitalises wider out. Hasn't been asked for the big run yet by Curry. And next is Buffed, who's starting to work home at the 300. Fixated, joined by Transact, Flash in the Pan. Recapitalise about to hit the go button now. Pulls the whip, and the big fella starting to wind up. Fixated got a second wind at the 100 metre mark. He's a neck in front of Recapitalise. He's really got to dig in. Fixated by ahead. Recapitalise drives. Didn't get there. Fixated a nose. Recapitalise second. Third, maybe Buffed. A big run or Transact, and then Flash in the Pan, followed by Rathlin, and then came Red Hot Pepper. Happy Strike, Town Player, Catboy weakened, and then Enterprise Man, and Quite Astute is last of all. Academe the inside. They're off now. Prince Rubiton began fast with Into the Night, and Fair Embrace was away quickly. So was Edgton. Star of Florida is showing good dash, and also Suit just off them. Azevedo sliding over their heels. The other division virtually coming up the middle of the track. So Breakfast drifting across to join the horses on the outside. Sir Chuckle and Pimbleton are prominent from the division coming up mid-track. They're in front of Off to Sea and Dupre, with Academe last of that bunch. Bulbasaur's got a good way back. Sure Bet would be last. They eventually all form a pack coming down the outside, and Star of Florida has the lead with Sir Breakfast well away from the rail. Fair Embrace in the blue is just behind these, followed by Edgton, and then Suit. Over on the far side, Sir Chuckle Off to Sea, and Pimbleton is starting to come home well. Prince Rubiton's putting in a run right over on this rail. Sir Breakfast has the lead at the 200 metres from on the outside. Prince Rubiton, Bulbasaur charging through and Into the Night. Prince Rubiton getting up to Sir Breakfast. Into the Night, Bulbasaur. Prince Rubiton Into the Night's diving through. Look at him find the line. Into the Night wins it by a half a length. Second to either Bulbasaur or Prince Rubiton, with Sir Breakfast close up, did all the work but got caught late. And then Suit and Dupre, followed by Azevedo, a better run. And then Shorebet, Pembleton, Edgton showed up, and then further back is Fair Embrace, Off to Sea, and then Sir Chuckle, La Serenade, and Academe is one of the last in. Star of Florida, also a good way back. Racing in the Emirates, and Boreal jumped brilliantly towards the inside. True Glow got away well. Scenic Peak immediately on the speed, and Umrum got away fast. There's Walk On Air driving towards the front, and Sportsman has come across too. They've charged through the first 250 metres now, and as they settle into stride, Walk On Air still doing some work, has a slender lead with Scenic Peak in the middle and Boreal the inside. 2 lengths to Sportsman. Umrum running 5th, and then 2 lengths behind these, Rosina Ladd, Titanic Jack in a beautiful place on the outside. 2 Squilani, True Glow over on the inside. Oh, well, there's a fall back in the field. Missed that one. It was before the 1,000. We'll come back to it. It was at the tail end. About midfield is a Mission, just behind Titanic Jack and Squilani. And they were trailed further back in the field then by Sedekram, and then Dress Circle, Clangalang, and then crawl towards the end. And Forum Floozy is last. Scenic Peak is the leader at the 600 metres. Last year's winner will straighten up by 2 lengths to Walk On Air. Boreal, Sportsman the outside as they swing the bend now, and then Titanic Jack, who's pulled out around Umrum, and then Rosina Ladd and True Glow, followed by Mission and Squilani. At the 400, Scenic Peak by 2 lengths to Walk On Air. Boreal's battling away. Titanic Jack and Rosina Ladd are running on, and so is True Glow. He's winding up. Scenic Peak in front at the 200. Scenic Glow in front, but Titanic Jack grabs it on the outside, trying to go with it on the inside. True Glow, Titanic Jack and True Glow. True Glow, Titanic Jack coming to the line. They're wide apart, and it might be Titanic Jack a nose to True Glow. Photo finish. Third is either Crawl or a Mission, and then came Scenic Peak and Rosina Ladd from Clangalang, and further back is behind these horses Boreal, Sedekram and Umrum. Forum Floozy, followed by Sportsman, Dress Circle, Walk On Air and Squilani. Ready for action, away they go. And a good start, Tubarak jumping well with Dance on Wood. In the early stages, Bellis was up there, and Adolescence and Gold Attire are prominent as they settle into stride, and Mystic Morse is wider out. In a good battle for the early lead, although they don't look to be going all that hard. At the 1700, Bellis is taking up the running in the light blue colours. On its outside, Mystic Morse now running to the lead, and they're trailed in behind them. Dance on Wood, Gold Attire enjoying a nice trail. Ashworth improving on their outside, and the length and a half to Tubarak in the red colours. Adolescence is next, being trailed then by Storm Edition. I think it is out wide. Yep, Storm Edition trapped out. Next, Our Arch Rival, followed by Merlin's Law. Republic a good way back in the red and white striped colours. Being followed then by Clowns and Classic Benbara, Mighty Eel and Western Waters on the inside. As they went to the 1,200 metres now, and Mystic Morse is the leader by a length. Bellis second. Ashworth is up third, 2 lengths away. Dance on Wood fourth the inside. Wonder Gold Attire being trailed a length further back to Barack, and then Storm Edition, followed by Adolescence in the middle of the field, and they're trailed then by Merlin's Law, Our Arch Rival. One behind them, Republic, and then Classic Benbara, followed by Clown. Second last is Mighty Eel and Western Waters. At the 800 metres, and Mystic Morse by only a head now to Bellis, and 2 lengths away is Ashworth in third, and then another 2 lengths to Dance on Wood. Gee, he's had a beautiful run on Dance on Wood Preble as they swing towards the turn. Gold Attire next, and then Storm Edition, Tubarak, followed then by Adolescence as they swing around the turn, and then Merlin's Law. Classic Benbar is pulled out, and Republic is next as they corner, where Mystic Morse is tackled by Bellis, Ashworth, and Dance on Wood trying for a run just behind them. Gold Attire about to come on down the outside in the red blinkers, and then came Adolescent, Storm Edition. Republic's too far back, it would appear. Bellis at the 200, tackled by Ashworth, and Gold Attire on the outside. Bellis with 100 metres to go. Gold Attire on its outside is finishing doggedly now. Gold Attire took the lead from Bellis, who tries to fight back, but Gold Attire beats Bellis. Photo third, Dance on Water, Ashworth. And then came Tubarak, Storm Edition, Classic Benbara wide out with Republic and Adolescence. Our Arch Rival just behind these with Mystic Morse. A real blanket finish towards the tail. Well back is Western Waters and Mighty Eel. And they were trailed further back in the field then. Mystic Morse, if I hadn't already called him, was in that bunch. And then Merlin's Law and Clowns towards the end. Event Special Scene locked in and they're away. Lord Erin jumping well, and the Skana and Zasman are ridden with a bit of pace in the early stages. A Quiver's going out ahead of Outlaws, the stablemate. Henderson Bay settling about 5th or 6th with Del Vecchio. As they go past the judge now and head towards the turn out of the straight, favourite Zasman doing a bit of work 3 wide, and it's a Quiver the leader from Zasman, and the Skana 3rd with Del Vecchio 4th. 2 lengths away then came in 5th position is Outlaws, and it's being followed on the outside there by Henderson Bay. A length Tomorrow's Party followed by Monmecki, and 2 lengths to Lord Erin, and then came another Warrior, and then Spirit of Westbury with Special Scene last. Up the side of the course, and the Quiver made plays. Zasman now steadied up, and he's a length and a half away at the 1800. Ascana in 3rd, 2 lengths away is Del Vecchio, and then Outlaws followed by the Sydney Cup winner Henderson Bay. Won Tomorrow's Party. Next Monmecki on the outside, 2 lengths to Lord Erin on the inside of another Warrior, and Special Scene on the outside of Spirit of Westbury. Out to the 1500 metres, and to Quiver out in front on his own. He bowls clear by 2 lengths. Zasman in 2nd. Ascana is 3rd. Del Vecchio 4, and then Outlaws on the inside of Henderson Bay. A length and a half Tomorrow's Party. Monmecki is around him, and then Lord Erin the Grey on the inside of another Warrior. 2 lengths then to Special Scene and Spirit of Westbury. There's been little change in the order, and at the 1200 metres, still a Quiver by a little over 2 lengths. Zasman 2nd, Ascana 3rd, Del Vecchio a half length away. Next in the field, Outlaws on the inside of Henderson Bay, Monmecki on the outside of Tomorrow's Party, and then Lord Erin, who's on the inside, being trailed another Warrior, and at the end of the field, Special Scene on the outside of Spirit of Westbury. A Quiver leads coming up the side. Zasman's only a length away. Del Vecchio to 3, and in 3rd, 4th placing now Ascana. He's dropping out alarmingly. Henderson Bay went around the outside. Coming up towards the turn, Monmecki with a run from Tomorrow's Party, and then Outlaws. Lord Erin, Special Scene taking off, and then Spirit of Westbury. Something amiss for the Ascana. Drops out 6 lengths away. On the turn, Zasman is out after a Quiver. A Quiver cornering in front. Zasman within a neck of him now. Del Vecchio runs on from Outlaws. Lord Erin's taking shortcuts on the inside. Special Scene is wider out with Henderson Bay. At the 300, Zasman takes the lead. Lord Erin, not to be denied, is coming home on the inside, and then came Del Vecchio and Henderson Bay. It's Zasman in front. Lord Erin, Preble throwing everything on the inside, but Zasman still in front. Isn't he racing well? Zasman scores by a half a length to Lord Erin. Del Vecchio 3rd, then Henderson Bay and Spirit of Westbury, followed by Outlaws, Special Scene, another Warrior, and next in is Tomorrow's Party from a Quiver, and Monmecki dropped out to finish last. Set to go, racing now. And Caradan jumped reasonably. Zoometric seemed to knuckle soon after the jump and settles at the end, and Regicide pinged out with No Deposit, and they share the lead in the early stages from Phonome driving up, and Taos Pleasure also. Force Apollo a lot handier today in the white with the yellow sleeves down on the inside with Marbine around him, then To Be Fair, Regal Roller. They're followed by Mr. Magoo, Wingrove just steadying over heels. About a length further back then to Silver Birch, Green Pick Wide, and then Caradan, Red Hannigan, and Zoometric as last of all. Regicide leads at the 800 metres. Marbine is now 2nd. 2 lengths away is Mr. Murphy, who's got a gun run right behind the pace on the inside of Phonome. No Deposit deeper out, and they're followed by Taos Pleasure, and then came Regal Roller, To Be Fair. 2 lengths away then Force Apollo, who seemed to drift back a fair way on the inside now. They leave the fences, plenty of room for him to come through, and then came Mr. Magoo and Wingrave and Silver Birch getting to the outside. In the straight now, Force Apollo continuing to make ground on the inside. Regicide had the lead from No Deposit, Force Apollo, Taos Pleasure, Wingrove the inside, and then To Be Fair and Silver Birch coming to the 200 metre mark now. Regicide still there, still a narrow leader. Regal Rollers coming at him the inside. Silver Birch, and then came No Deposit. Regicide is still in front. He's tied, but he's holding on, and Regicide wins it by a length to Silver Birch. Either Red Hannigan or No Deposit with Wingrove for 3rd, and Regal Roller just missing out. So too Force Apollo. Next to finish then Green Pick, followed further back by Mr. Magoo and To Be Fair, and back behind them a Caradan, Phonome, the weakening Marbine and Mr. Murphy. Zoometric towards the end, and Taos Pleasure last in.
They're all in. Field of 4 in the first here at Royal Randwick. Good track at a ½ metre rail. And they're off. They jumped as one. Who is going to lead? It is Desert Ransom narrowly from Yes Boss. Magic Quest third and Raiden Pillage last. Now, Yes Boss puts his neck in front from Desert Ransom. And after 250, Yes Boss about a neck clear on Desert Ransom, a length and a half to Magic Quest, and 3/4 the outside is Raiden Pillage. Now they race to the 1200 marker, and Yes Boss goes clear now. Yes Boss about a length and a half on Desert Ransom. Third posse is Raiden Pillage, and close up on his outside is Magic Quest. They swing the first corner and come onto the side past the 1000 marker, and the favourite Yes Boss leads the way about 3/4 of a length on Desert Ransom. The filly is third, and that is Raiden Pillage, and 3/4 on her outside is Magic Quest. No change in the order past the halfway at the 800 marker, and Yes Boss $1.80 in New South Wales leads the way by 3/4 of a length on Desert Ransom, under a good grip by Stewart, and over on the inside is Raiden Pillage, and keeping company with the filly is Magic Quest as they've raced in this order from shortly after the start. And travelling around the bend now, it's Yes Boss in front by a length on Desert Ransom, followed by on the outside Magic Quest and Raiden Pillage on the rails. Into the straight and up the rise they come, and it's Yes Boss by 3/4 of a length. Desert Ransom, Magic Quest on the outside is running a very good race, and down to the distance and past it now. Yes Boss about a neck clear on Magic Quest. They got the better of Desert Ransom. Yes Boss on the inside is fighting on. The favourite is going to be too good in the drive to the line, and Yes Boss pretty well all the way beat Magic Quest, Desert Ransom, and last of all was Raiden Pillage. Yes Boss just a little too good there. He's paid $1.80 in New South Wales by Masque from Mozzie Atunya, trained by Gay Waterhouse for the Guri Pastoral Company and ridden by Chris Muntz. Once Yes Boss got to the front, it was going to be very, very hard to pass. Waiting on Super Irish. Racing this time, immediately Born to Conquer goes out the back, and Mirango straight to the front from Raminko, and then Ominous on the inside from Sharp Enough, and a couple of lengths to Super Irish. Blue Patriarch the inside, and Born to Conquer is last as they settle into stride and go down to approach the 1200 marker, and Mirango is the clear-cut leader by a couple of lengths on Raminko. Third is Ominous, travelling the fourth Sharp Enough, and then Super Irish on the outside of Blue Patriarch, and last is Born to Conquer. 8 lengths covers them as they travel towards the first corner near the 1100 marker, and Mirango's break is about a length and a half now on Raminko. Third is Ominous on the inner, followed closely by Sharp Enough, and then Blue Patriarch. Super Irish is second last, and Absolute Born to Conquer. Well, this has been the order from the time they settled down and past the 800 pole. They go on the Big Chestnut, trained locally, and Mirango is the horse, and he leads about 2 lengths. Raminko's second, Ominous third, fourth Sharp Enough, fifth is Blue Patriarch, sixth on the outside Super Irish, and seventh another 2 lengths away Born to Conquer. Down past the 500, and Mirango will lead them clearly on the turn. The break is more than a length. Second is Raminko, whose rider Bowman had a quick peep to the right and saw Ominous 3/4 away, and then comes on the outside Sharp Enough. Deeper still is Super Irish, followed by Blue Patriarch and Born to Conquer. Quinn's got the whip on Ominous as they reach the 200 marker, and Mirango still about 3/4 of a length Sharp Enough. Ominous can't win at this stage. Super Irish and Blue Patriarch coming home well, but Sharp Enough hits the front, and Sharp Enough is racing away, and Sharp Enough beat Mirango. Third a photo, Super Irish or Blue Patriarch from Ominous and Born to Conquer, and Absolute Raminko. Sharp Enough, too good. 7 Mirango will be second, and photo for third. So it was Sharp Enough, spec in the market. Chris Muntz aboard, and Chris has won the program. Yes Boss, and now Sharp Enough by Karpstad. Sharp Enough, she's a magnificent mare. Gosh, she's a good sort. Off this time, Jolie and Peppercorns, the two smartest away. Scirocco out pretty well with Wizard Princess and just necking Faster Pussycat, and then a gap to Rosaceous, followed by Cape Dignity, a length and a half to Interblast and Marimba Bell, and immediately Clary drops out last. They head down past the 700 and the favourite across onto the rails, Jolie. A length and a half Faster Pussycat, third is just necking, 2.5 to Rosaceous, a length and a half Cape Dignity, followed by Wizard Princess. Peppercorns after a good jump has drifted right back from Marimba Bell, and then comes Clarity and Scirocco around the corner and up the rise, and Jolie nicely clear. Nearly 2 lengths on Faster Pussycat, followed by Rosaceous, just necking on the inside, and then comes Peppercorn starting to warm up, but still about 4 or 5 lengths from Jolie, who's shaken up. 100 to go. Jolie 2.5 lengths on Peppercorns, who's racing home very well. Jolie is still in front of Peppercorns, and Jolie will win it. Jolie beat Peppercorns, third Rosaceous. Wide out was Cape Dignity, followed by Clarity, Marimba Bell just necking, and then Scirocco. Then came at the head of the others, and that was Interblast. Second last was Wizard Princess, and Faster Pussycat dropped out and finished last. Jolie has been able to score from Peppercorns and Rosaceous, but a big run by the runner-up. Very, very good performance. She jumped okay, but has no early dash. Field of 9 running over the 2,000 metres, and they're all there. They're racing, and one of the best out was Conquest from the inside. Chainsaw Charlie and Institution jumped out nicely. Quadri's not far away, and the same can be said as they settle fully into stride by Cosmetic Crown. Now let's see who's going to lead. Is it Chainsaw Charlie or Institution? The two of them almost level to the back. Sadara third, Quadri fourth, then Conquest. Institution now goes to the lead. Star of the Seas fourth, last followed by Cosmetic Crown. Kingston Shores and Tap to It is last. Into the back they race, going along to approach the 1400 pole, and Institution clears away, leads nearly 4 lengths now on Chainsaw Charlie. About 3.5 then to Old Quadri on the outside of Sadara, 2.5 to Conquest. Star of the Seas on the favourites outside and is shading him now, followed by Cosmetic Crown, Kingston Shores and Tap to Its last. Institution racing down the back of the track and goes along towards the 1100 with a lead of only 2 lengths now, Chainsaw Charlie. Quadri's third, followed on the inside by Sadara. 2.5 lengths away next is Star of the Seas, Conquest, and neck back on the inside from Cosmetic Crown. Second last Kingston Shores, and Tap to It is still absolute as they run to the High Street side and 800. Institution, a big chestnut, a long strider. He's a length and a half on the Waterhouse prepared Chainsaw Charlie, whose rider had a significant peep over the right shoulder. Quadri another 2.5 away on the outside of Sadara, and then Star of the Seas, Conquest over on the rails to Cosmetic Crown. Second last is Tap to It, and Kingston Shores is last as they come to the corner. At the 450, Institution taken on quickly by Chainsaw Charlie. 2.5 to Sadara. Star of the Seas, Pengelly hard at work on Conquest, and then Tap to It. Institution thrown in the towel. Sadara's race to Chainsaw Charlie from Star of the Seas. He switches out wide on Conquest, but he's about 2.5 from Sadara, and it's Sadara a couple of lengths on Conquest, whittling down the margin. The post will be too close, will it? Sadara sitting down, but hangs on to win it. Sadara beat Conquest, Star of the Season, Chainsaw Charlie. Institution, Tap to It, Cosmetic Crown, Kingston Shores, and Old Quadri is a rather disappointing last. Poor old fella. And Jackman's rider not ready, Chris Muntz. Now he eases himself back into the saddle aboard Jackman, and we're ready. 2400. Gates are back. And the best out was Shamrock Shore, the favourite Gallen Sun away well. So was 0 Point, Heraclid and Janali. And Janali, who won at the picnics at Rose Hill on Melbourne Cup Day, is the leader. A length and a half on Heraclid Rectagonal, Shamrock Shore, the fence Gallen Sun, then Yaya Effendi, 0 Point Jackman. Followed another 2 away, Flying Viking, and then comes Burgundy in red. Second last go Volare and Mr. Wiz is absolute. Janali the leader out of the straight. Up past the 1900, out by nearly 2 lengths on Heraclid. Heraclid. Wider as Rectagonal. Shamrock Shore has settled fourth on the outside of Gallen Sun, a length and 3/4 Yaya Effendi. Then 0 Point at its quarters, the outside Jackman, a couple Flying Viking, Burgundy and Red Govalare, and Mr. Wiz is last as they head to the back and go along to the 1600. And Janali in front by a length and a half. Second is Heraclid. Shamrock Shore over on the inside of Rectagonal. Gallen Sun eased off the fence. Yaya Effendi goes around the outer, followed by 0 Point inside of Jackman, followed by on the inside Burgundy and Red Flying Viking, Mr. Wiz and Govalare. A dozen lengths covers them down the back of the track and racing to the halfway marker at the 1200. And Janali piloting the field by just over a length on Heraclid. Shamrock Shore, well tried in the bookies ring, is third. On his outside is Rectagonal, being tagged next on the outside by Yaya Effendi from Gallen Sun. A length and a half gap then coming on the outside Jackman. Then comes 0 Point after a length and 3/4. Then on the outside Flying Viking, Burgundy and Red Govalare and Mr. Wiz. Still no change coming onto the side of the track, and past the 800 they sweep. Now there's some action. Muntz letting rip on Jackman, and the Denham trained horse speared around the outside to hit the front. It's Jackman. Has the saddle moved a little bit on Jackman? He's a length and a half on Janali. Heraclid third, Rectagonal, Govalare circling them. Shamrock Shore shuffled back. So too Gallen Sun. Another gap to Yaya Effendi. Mr. Wiz and Flying Viking is next around the corner. And Jackman first for home. Govalare second. Rectagonal. Plenty of room for Shamrock Shore, and Yaya Effendi is starting to burn down the outer. Yaya Effendi to Jackman. Shamrock Shore is still creeping up on the inside, and then Gallen Sun. It's Yaya Effendi and Shamrock Shore beating off Jackman, who got tightened up. Shamrock Shore hits the front from Yaya Effendi, kicking. Oh, nothing in this. Shamrock Shore and Yaya Effendi hit it locked together. A little between Jackman and Gallen Sun for third. Good margin then to Rectagonal, Burgundy and Red Flying Viking, Mr. Wiz, Janali, Govalare, 0 Point, and last of all was Heraclid. Very close finish here. Might be much in this when the judge has a look at the finish lengths. Shamrock Shore creeping up on the inside, and Yaya Effendi on the outside. As the line appears to be right over here at the 1200, starter on the stand. Racing this time, Dane's Jester from the outside alley, and Glimsing jumped well. So did Nature's Child. Bouchette is racing up towards the lead, closer in, followed by Silken Money, Cellar Edition, Crave, and immediately dropping out to last is Mimsicle. Not that far between first and last as they race along past the 900. And here the leader is clearly Glimsing now. About 3/4 of a length, Dane's Jester. Third on the inside, Bouchette, and Nature's Child is travelling fourth. 2.5 to Silken Money, followed by Cellar Edition, Crave and Mimsicle on the outside at the 600, and Glimsing passes that pole, leading narrowly from Dane's Jester. Tracking them third, Bouchette inside Nature's Child, then the favourite Silken Money, Cellar Edition with two behind her, Crave and Mimsicle. Into the straight they travel, little between Glimsing on the inside and Dane's Jester. Bouchette into the clear, followed by Nature's Child dropping off. Silken Money called upon, and Mimsicle down the outside. Crave well back, so too Cellar Edition as they pass the 200, and here Mimsicle travelling wide out with Silken Money, grab Bouchette and Glimsing. Silken Money, Mimsicle, Bouchette is kicking back. Silken Money's got the nose in front. Silken Money clinging on, and Silken Money wins it. By golly, she's an honest filly. Silken Money beat Mimsicle. Bouchette just weakened in the last 20 for third, and fourth was Glimsing. Then Dane's Jester, Crave, Nature's Child, and Cellar Edition didn't race well today and finished last. By golly, she's flying at the moment. Silken Money. To Silken Money has got the prize here, ridden by Mitchell Bell, who's been associated with the horse on one previous occasion at Rosehill. When? Successful, so 100% for Mitch and Silken Money. Prime Century on track favourite. Larry Cassidy aboard for Graham Rogerson. They're ready now. They're off. Prime Century and Best Score didn't come out all that quickly. And actually Chester County and Marwin Gold, with Marwin Gold in front narrowly over Chester County. Centre Fire tracks them third, and then Cataclysm, National Saint, Prime Century. Marchioness the Grey second last and 3 lengths to Best Score. They got to pass the 800 marker and Marwin Gold 3/4 of a length on Chester County. Centre Fire third on the inside of Cataclysm, National Saint next. Marchioness followed by Prime Century over on the inside, and Best Score brings up the rear. They're travelling to the corner. Marwin Gold 3/4 Chester County, a length of Centre Fire. Cataclysm, National Saint followed by Prime Century, and then Marchioness, the rider on National Saint, trying to hold Marchioness's rider in, unsuccessful, and Chester County letting rip, beat off Marwin Gold. Cataclysm out after this leader, Chester County, and then comes Centre Fire on the inside, but Cataclysm as honest as the day is long, put pay to the rest of them. Chester County and Centre Fire battle out miners, but Cataclysm a mile too good. Centre Fire second, and third Chester County, then National Saint, followed home then by Marchioness, Marwin Gold, Best Score, and Prime Century backed off the map in the bookies ring, never got hot despite the urgings of the rider over the last 400, and was a conspicuous last. Around behind the gates, and in she goes, and once again we're set for a start in the Emirates Plate. Ready now. They're off. And St. Jesse didn't jump all that quickly. The favourite for Yamarosa is the early leader, taken on immediately by Ski Lodge, and going up smartly is Native Jester in search of the lead. A length and a half further away as they settle fully into stride then. Going up very, very quickly is Incarnation. Now Incarnation and Native Jester put on the speed. For Yamarosa, a handy third from Ski Lodge, Fate Chompette, and then a gap on the outside, My Check Chick, All Gold Reeve. About 2 lengths then to St. Jesse, parked inside at stablemate Empress Air, Millennium Charm, Royal Theatre, Apo Quality, She, Swan Lake and Aaron B. By golly, they're stringing out at the 750, and Incarnation on the outside, and Native Jester with Native Jester ahead in front. For Yamarosa third. Ski Lodge is running fourth, and 2.5 then to Fate Chompette. Over on the inside of My Check Chick, 3 lengths to Reeve, Empress Air, Millennium Charm, She, Swan Lake, and then comes St. Jesse, All Gold, followed by Apo Quality, Aaron B and Royal Theatre. Around the corner they travel. Incarnation from Native Jester for Yamarosa, and My Check Chick, and 2 lengths Ski Lodge, a gap to Empress Air, and then Fate Chompette and Reeve. But My Check Chick, who's made a long run, is the clear leader now inside the 200. My Check Chick from the top weight for Yamarosa, Ski Lodge and Millennium Charm is coming late. The leader is My Check Chick. She's holding them all at bay, and My Check Chick beat either on the inside for Yamarosa or Millennium Charm wide out from Ski Lodge, Reeve at Apo Quality. She, Swan Lake, and then came St. Jesse, Empress Air, Fate Chompette, followed by Aaron B and Incarnation, Royal Theatre, All Gold, and Native Jester was absolute. "16 of them running, and the event is over 1,200 metres. Movement from Sin Trail. Racing this time, Zarouk, one of the best to bounce, immediately headed by Sin Trail. Main Beach will lead the pair, then Nordic Emperor. Hill of Tara followed closely by Shenanigan, improving. So too Dial Tones, Most Wanted, Architrave. Enabler going up on the inside from Work and Tumble. Manchika Bay, Spinchester getting a long way back, and so's Midnight Avenue, and Flying Spear is back amongst the tail enders as they work down the side with Gwendolyn second last. Coming down to the 650, and Main Beach sped away from Sin Trail. Third is Zarouk, and travelling for Shenanigan. Dial Tones the inner from Nordic Emperor. 3 Hill of Tara, Enabler, followed then by Most Wanted, Work and Tumble, Architrave, then Manchika Bay, Spinjester, Gwendolyn, Midnight Avenue, and Flying Spear is last as they string out around the corner. The speedy Main Beach, a length and a half on Sin Trail. Zarouk third, fourth Nordic Emperor, and then Dial Tone, Shenanigan, a good margin to Hill of Tara. They come to the distance marker, and Main Beach, Christopher Muntz looking for 4. Zarouk second, Sin Trail third, and then Nordic Emperor. Main Beach is getting tired. Zarouk is pegging her back. Zarouk runs to Main Beach, puts pay to her hand. Zarouk draws on to beat Main Beach and Centrail. And then came Nordic Empress, Spin Jester rattled home with Manchika Bay and Architrave. Then Flying Spear and Dial Tones, followed by Shenanigan, Hill of Tara, Most Wanted. Then Gwendolyn, Midnight Avenue, didn't raise a yelp. Work and Tumble second last, and Enabler was absolute.
They're all set, waiting for Viking Groom. They're racing. And Ken Grande near the inside, the first to go. Viking Groom and Splendid Sails began quickly. And the Bruce McLaughlin pair go to the lead in the run to the first corner. Splendid Sails on the inside of Viking Groom. Racing third, Higher Waters, but trapped out three deep. Chase and Court in the middle. Ken Grande's gone back on the fence. And then comes Birthday Bash on the inside of Picatoon. Heading to the 700, Splendid Sails, Viking Groom and Higher Waters outside those three deep. Ken Grande gets a good run fourth on the inside of Chase and Court. A couple then to Birthday Bash, and Picatoon on the outside as last. Three abreast of the 500 coming to the turn. Splendid Sails, Viking Groom and Higher Waters. Ken Grande's had a lovely run of good enough as they come around the bend from Chase and Court and Birthday Bash and Picatoon in the straight. Splendid Sails and Viking Groom led. Ken Grande's trying to get between them, and here's Birthday Bash sprinting quickly on the outside. Splendid Sails tackled by Birthday Bash, then Ken Grande trying to get through in the middle, but Birthday Bash got to the lead and got away from them close to home, and it's Birthday Bash going home to win it comfortably. Tight second and third, Ken Grande or Splendid Sails. About 5 lengths away came Picatoon, Viking Groom, Higher Waters, and Chase and Court was last. The winner is number 1, Birthday Bash, ridden by Glenn Collis, sprinted very quickly in the straight. Well, the three of them, well, there was 2 going to the lead together. That was the McLaughlin pair, Splendid Sails and Viking Groom. Run down the straight here the first time, but you never know. Lights are on, they're ready, and they're off and racing now. Power by near the inside jumped okay. Press was slow to move. It's going over behind them. Aquatic Drive was one of the first to go, and Black Hula's going over from out wide. When they come onto the course proper the first time, and Aquatic Drive goes to the lead. Power by is going to be inside in on the rail. Black Hula goes to third the outside, followed by Press and Midnight Moon. Harchie's back third last on the inside of Acorn Icon, and Way to Fero Gold is last of all. Power By strides through to be the leader at the line the first time. They're 1,700 metres from home. Power by 1 length. Aquatic Drive now eases, goes over on the fence now behind the leader. Racing third then is Black Hula on the outside of Press. And then comes Midnight Moon on the outside of Harchie, followed by Acorn Icon and Way to Fero Gold as last. They're out to the 1,400 metres mark. Power by 1 length. Aquatic Drive's rider didn't go to the fence. He's sitting 1 away from the rail in second spot. He doesn't want to get hemmed in on the rails. 1.5 lengths to Black Hula third. Press is fourth on the fence. And the rider of Midnight Moon's about to take off on the outside, Justin Stanley. He's not happy with the speed, so he's gone. Acorn Icon back to third last on the outside of Harchie, and last of all Way to Fero Gold. Over the back with 1,100 metres to go, and Midnight Moon goes up to put pressure to Power By. Aquatic Drive's a length away in third position, and 2.5 further back the Press. He's getting a good run on the inside as they go up to the top corner. Black Hula's outside it. A length away then to Harchie on the inside of Acorn Icon, and 2 Way to Fero Gold. Coming down the side, 700 metres left to go, and Midnight Moon on the outside, and Power By led. Aquatic Drive third, Press fourth on the fence, then Black Hula followed by Harchie, Acorn Icon, and Way to Fero Gold is last. He's 6 from the leader. At the 500 approaching the turn, and the rider of Aquatic Drive decided to go. Katsitas, he's off on the outside. He's grabbing Midnight Moon and Power By. Black Hula peels out 4 deep, Press and Harchie behind them, and Way to Fero Gold starts to run with Acorn Icon. Aquatic Drive hits the lead, 300 to go, gets away from Black Hula. Then Midnight Moon followed by Press, Acorn Icon and Way to Fero Gold, but Aquatic Drive's well clear inside the 200 metres mark. Black Hula's second, Press third, but Aquatic Drive's a strong stayer, and Aquatic Drive went home to beat Black Hula and Press. A big gap to Wader Fero Gold fourth, and then Harchie, followed by Midnight Moon, Acorn Icon, and last time was Power By. See what happens here. They're all in the stalls. This rain getting a little bit more persistent now. Little Punk, the outside runner, is the favourite. They're racing, and Little Punk from the outside jumped brilliantly today. Galactic Warrior near the inside, and Indorama began well with Our Voltage. Little Punk's going over to head them all off in the run to the first corner, followed by Victory Highway, Mace Gay, Miss Ken Time, and then comes Fiery Feet and Sure as last of all. They're heading down the back, 1,300 to go. Little Punk is the leader. Here comes some speed in the race now. Ken Time and Our Voltage are going up. They make a line of three down the back straight from Indorama. Sure's out deep, and Galactic Warrior sixth on the inside. 2 lengths away, Mace Gay Miss on the outside of Victory Highway, and 2.5 to Fiery Feet. Little Punk in front, 1,000 metres to go. Ken Time worrying him on the outside. 1 length and 3/4 to Our Voltage. 1 Galactic Warrior on the inside of Shore. Another 1.5 to Indorama on the outside of Victory Highway. 2 to Mace Gay Miss, and Fiery Feet as last of all. At the 700 metres mark, and the favourite Little Punk just in front of Ken Time. Our Voltage third, the outside. Galactic Warriors on the fence fourth, then comes Shore. Victory Highways bailed away on the inside, no galloping room. Mace Gay Misses sweeping around them, and then comes Indorama, and then Fiery Feet. Up to the bend, 500 to go. Little Punk, Ken Time, and now Our Voltage. Mace Gay Miss made a line of 4. Victory Highways climbing over their backs, gets into the clear now, and Galactic Warriors near the fence. Little Punk in front at the 300 from Our Voltage. Here's Victory Highway sprinting quickly, followed by Galactic Warrior, and then comes Shore. But Victory Highway and Little Punk together with 100 metres to go from Shore. Victory Highway's running erratically. Victory Highway and Little Punk to the line. They hit it, and oh dear oh me. Victory Highway, might be Victory Highway and knows Little Punk, but don't have your last on it. Third's a photo. Galactic Warriors up there with Shore, and then comes Mace Gay Miss, followed by Our Voltage. The next home, Fiery Feet, followed by Indorama, and last home in the race is Ken Time. Oh, Golden Snitch made a lunge at the gate. They're racing. Golden Snitch came out well from barrier number 2 and was the early leader, but Typify and Majorette will go past it now. And when they settle down, it's Majorette leading Typify, Golden Snitch third. With Mize not going to be far away, fourth. 2.5 to Ultra Swing, followed by Sheer Devotion, Bel Perez and Awesome Shadow, and Hoofer last of all. On the bend to the 800 metres mark, and Majorette leads by a half length. Typify second, 1 1/4 to Golden Snitch, with Mize on its outside. Another length and 3/4 then to Ultra Swing on the inside of Sheer Devotion, and then comes Bel Perez. It's well back on the inside of Awesome Shadow, and Hoofer last of all. Majorette and Typify in front at the 500. Now Golden Snitch is on the fence running third, with Mize outside it. Rice trying to keep Collis in a pocket as they come around the home turn, although Collis is away from the fence now. In the straight, Majorette leads Typify. Here's Golden Snitch cutting at them quickly on the outside, with Mice trying to sprint with Golden Snitch and Sheer Devotion inside the 200. Golden Snitch reaches the lead. Sheer Devotion and with Mice trying to get the Golden Snitch. It's Golden Snitch, with Mice and Sheer Devotion are coming. They hit the line. Golden Snitch has just beaten either Sheer Devotion or With My. Close up then Majorette, Ultra Swing, followed by Hoofer. Further back in the race came Awesome Shadow, followed by Bel Perez, and last time in the race was Typify. Number 2's the winner. Number 2, Golden Snitch, ridden by Glenn Collis, has just prevailed here. The other two are quickly making up the ground, but Golden Snitch has just got home here by a very, very narrow margin. And then we've got Messiah at 6.50, and then Biggie Isle at 7.10. Starting signal, lights are on. They're all set to go. Huey and the All Cerise. They're racing. Oh, Huey didn't begin all that well. He's out the back. He's last when they hit the ground. Now, one of the first to go is Pitter Patty with Biggie Isle Messiah. Star Groom trying to be restrained behind those, but Collis might have to go. 40's out 3 deep on Star Groom. Where is he's out even wider? Then Coniston's Warrior. Free spins a long way back. Poetic Heights and Huey on the fences last. Biggie Eye leads 700 metres to go. Star Groom goes forward to second. A length and a half Messiah in third. Pitter Patty fourth on the inside from Coniston's Warrior. Where is he's out very deep on the track, and then comes Huey, each sneaking up on the inside, and then came Poetic Heights and Free Spins as last. Biggie Eye leads to the turn at the 450. Star Groom a half length away. Pitter Patty on the fence, followed by Messiah. Where is he? Huey's trying to wend his way through the field, and then Coniston's Warrior. Biggie Eye leads with 300 metres to go. Star Groom's going up to him now. Then Pitter Patty. Where is he's coming on the outside? Then Huey, but Star Groom hit the front with 200 metres to go. He broke away from Biggie Eye. Then where is he? But Star Groom, the leader. Look at Free Spins jumping up out of the ground late with a wall of horses, but it's Star Groom. Star Groom has won. Where is he's run second? Messiah probably third in front of Huey. Free Spins. Close up Pitter Patty and Biggie Isle on the inside from Coniston's Warrior, and last Poetic Heights. They're all in. Signal given. Ready to jump. He's on the toe, Alfonso. Oops. They're racing. He jumped okay. Stormy Joe from barrier 2, the first to go. Glenrock David on the inside out well. Strike Force, Cracker Jack's Hope, and Alfonso's going for speed. So is Gamesman in front of Classic Carla. And then Forging's Lad, followed by Grampians, Command the Wind, and Sky Royal as last of all. Around the first corner, 1,300 to go, and Alfonso is going to continue on and run to the lead. The pace is true too. He leads by a length and a half. Gamesman's gone up second the outside. Cracker Jack's Hope on the fence third, and 2 to Stormy Joe. 1 to Glenrock David, 1 to Strike Force, and 2 to Classic Carla on the inside of Forging's Lad. A length away Grampians, then Command the Wind, and Sky Royal as last of all. Alfonso carts them to the 900 metres mark by 2 lengths. Gamesman second, Cracker Jack's Hope on the fence third. Powell tries to put the brakes on, give the leader a breather now. Stormy Joe races fourth, 1 away from the rail. A length and a quarter to Glenrock David. A similar margin, Classic Carla, and there goes Command the Wind rushing forward. Then came Grampians on the inside, being followed by Strike Force, Sky Royal, and Forging's Lad. Alfonso, the leader, coming up to the turn. On the outside, Gamesman, and here's Stormy Joe peeling out 3 deep. Cracker Jack's Hope's on the fence behind them from Classic Carla and Command the Wind as they turn. Alfonso leads 300 out, kicked away a length clear. Stormy Joe after him from Gamesman, Cracker Jack's Hope, and then comes Command the Wind. Alfonso's in front at the 200. Stormy Joe's just about got him now. Then Cracker Jack's Hope and Classic Carla, but Stormy Joe raced to the lead from Alfonso with 50 to go. And Stormy Joe, he got the best run in the race. He's too good and he beat Alfonso. Third, tight, Classic Carla and Cracker Jack's Hope together from Sky Royal. And then Grampians, the next home in the race, Command the Wind from Glenrock David, followed then by Gamesman. And last home in the race was Strike Force. Oh, here's one, Forging's Lad. As looks like he's pulled up short in his action. In fact, he's bled. Forging's Lad, and he's pulled up just in front of the winning post. Be able to get home hard at the finish. Now they're all in, all set to go. Stand by for a start. Ready to run, 13.50 the distance. Wide Awake dipped the head. They're racing now. Wide Awake jumped okay, went back. First to go was Panola. King Lotto, Counter Agent, and near the fence Music Star began quickly. And when they settle fully into stride, it's Panola just shading Music Star, driving along the fence to join it. Good timing third, just in front of Counter Agent. Noble Carpenter is fifth in the middle. 2.5 to King Lotto, followed by Juggling Time. Forest Jim deep going up to the first corner. Then comes Arcademia on the inside of Awesome Weather. Silver Classic out 3 deep. Mixer Dad's out 4 deep at the back corner. Then came He's on Fire, Wide Awake second last, Impregnable 3 deep and last. 700 metres left to go. And it's Music Star on the inside. Panola and Counter Agent made a line of 3. Good timing fourth on the inside of Noble Captive from King Lotto around Juggling Time. Then comes Forest Jim, followed then by Mixer Dad Deep from Arcademia. Awesome Weather, Impregnable, Silver Classic, Wide Awake, and he's on fire. In the straight, Panola's well away from the fence, and he's in front with 300 to go. Music Star's on his inside, so is Juggling Time. Good timing, followed by Noble Captive. Panola and Juggling Time hit the lead, with Juggling Time drawing away from Panola. Then comes Noble Captive. Wide Awake is rattling home down the outside with Forest Jim, but it's Juggling Time. Juggling Time went home to win. Forest Jim second. Photo third. Noble Captive or Wide Awake, one of those two. Panola's close up, and so is Good Timing. Mixer Dad never got on the course. Then King Lotto Arcademia, followed by Impregnable, Awesome Weather. And then he's on fire, Music Star, followed by Silver Classic, and last home Counter Agent. And in my experience, there's only one in a blue moon that ever break through the front of the gates that goes back in and wins. They're set off in the last. Throw a Heart near the inside came out quickly, and Pride of Paris and Decibels and Miscellany were well away, and so was Proud Ascot. Regal Garter and Perfect Sting behind them from Take Strike, Start Me Up, Brave Gentleman, Brassy Jim, and Trendy Times out the back. Decibels leads past the 1300. Proud Ascot's in the middle. Regal Garter goes up to make a line of 3. Pride of Paris is now sitting fourth on the inside. Miscellany's fifth outside it. A length away, Take Strike. He's travelling deep. On the fence, Throw a Heart and Perfect Sting between them. A length and a half to Brassy Jim on the outside there of Start Me Up. And then comes Brave Gentleman, and Trendy Time is last. This race has been run at a very fast bat. To the 900 metres they go. Regal Garter by 1. Decibel second. Pride of Paris getting that lovely run on the fence. Third. Proud Ascot fourth. Miscellany's dropped back just a tad. Now fifth on the outside of Throw a Heart. Then Take Strike and Perfect Sting, followed by Start Me Up, and then Brassy Jim, Trendy Time. And last of all, Brave Gentleman. Inside the 600, Regal Garter from Decibels. Pride of Paris will have to try and get off the fence somewhere in a moment. Miscellany starts to sweep around them. And then Proud Ascot, followed by Throw a Heart and Perfect Sting, and Take Strike make ground. Regal Garter gets well away from the fence, and there's a stack of room for the grey Pride of Paris. And at the 300, Pride of Paris dashed to the lead from Regal Garter. Decibels, Miscellany's next on the outside. There's nothing else coming, but Pride of Paris slipped away at the 100. Miscellany and Decibels fight out the minors, but it's all Pride of Paris. He's had a perfect run from the good gate. It'll bolt in. Pride of Paris beats Miscellany, Decibels. Regal Garter fourth from Throw a Heart, Perfect Sting, Brassy Jim. Trendy Time, Start Me Up, Brave Gentleman, Take Strike, and Proud Ascot.
Out in the sky, no wind. Off in the first, or Gatton dropped back soon after with Legal Hand, and out very fast was Miss Susie Q, but French Belle's booting through there. Not really putting much speed on whatsoever, and Chocolate Eclair will probably whip around them and go and look for the lead. Then Pipkin on the outside of Exalted Bow from Gatton and Legal Hand. Chocolate Eclair takes up the running, approaching the 1400. She drew out by 2 lengths to French Belle. She's getting the mouth open and getting the head up in the air as well. She's very keen to race. 2 lengths to Miss Susie Q. Pipkin on her inside, and then 2 lengths away Exalted Bow. 2 to Gatton, and last is Legal Hand. About 1,200 metres to go. It's Chocolate Eclair in front. French Belle on the outside is still racing a little bit ungenerously, and third is Pipkin over on the inside of Miss Susie Q. 3 lengths Exalted Bow from Gatton, and last is Legal Hand. 1,000 left. Chocolate Eclair just rolling along under her own steam in front, leads by 2.5 to French Belle. A length and a half away, Miss Susie Q on the outside of Pipkin, and then 3 to Gatton, Exalted Bow, and Legal Hand. Chocolate Eclair Comes to the 750, still 3 in front of French Bill. The jockey Bowditch deliberately holding the mare back off the pace at this stage, waiting for the straight. Miss Susie Q's moving up on her outside. She's 3 deep and about to put in her run. Pipkin's travelling well, but has no clear running, and Gatton is last. Coming around the turn, 400 metres to go. It's Chocolate Eclair, a half to French Bill. Miss Susie Q is scrubbed up on the outside. Pipkin's travelling all right, needing clear running. Switches off Miss Susie Q's heels, and she's coming home well at the 200, and now French Bill went to the lead. Miss Susie Q on the outside, though, has got French Bill covered. Then Pipkin, who's not running on that well. It's still Miss Susie Q from on the outside. Pipkin and French Bill battling out the minors, with Chocolate Eclair on the rails coming back. Miss Susie Q won it by a length and a half. French Bill was second. Chocolate Eclair fought it out right to the line after being clearly headed, has come back and probably run third from Pipkin. Then Exalted Beau Gatton and Legal Hand in 1:51.73. A little bit of backing on track for Reagan Road. And they're racing. Missing the start slightly, William of Oz, Verslago and Talanto, and Twisted Dream went straight to the lead from Song Mekong and Argent Lane moving up. Argent Lane's going to pressure Twisted Dream coming by the 1400, but Lindop wants no part of handing up the lead on Twisted Dream, and she'll kick through on Twisted Dream to hold Argent Lane. Song Mekong 2 lengths away third, and 3 further back came next on the outside was Zip Expulsion, followed by Reagan Road, William of Oz, Talanto, and Verslago is last. 1,100 metres to go. Twisted Dream looking for a hat-trick of victories. Leads by a length on Argent Lane, and 3 away Song Mekong travelling comfortably in the clear third. 4 lengths behind him came Zip Expulsion, 2 to Reagan Road. Inside of William of Oz, followed by Talanto, and Verslago's last and about 12 off the lead. As they come by the 800 metres, and the leader still Twisted Dream. By a length in second place is Argent Lane, and 3 to Song Mekong, 3 Zip Expulsion. No change to the order and no real change in the margins between them as they come to the corner. Then Reagan Road, William of Oz, Verslago and Talanto. 500 left, Twisted Dream. She's trying to run these off their legs at the moment, and she's still a length to Argent Lane, and Song Mekong 2 away third. Zip Expulsion will come 4 deep for home. It'll put Verslago 5 wide, and the rest are headed up by Reagan Road. 300 metres to go. Still Twisted Dream leads Argent Lane. On the outside, Song Mekong, Zip Expulsion. She's finding plenty. Twisted Dream. She's kicked. She's more than a length in front. In second place, Song Mekong. Reagan Road getting home late on the rails from Zip Expulsion and Verslago. Twisted Dream, though, she's a rare horse this preparation. That's 3 out of 3. She won by 3/4 to Song Mekong and a half. Zip Expulsion third. Fourth's a photo, maybe Verslago from Reagan Road, then Talanto. Argent Lane had his heart broken by the leader, could not hang on to her at any stage in the straight, and William of Oz last in 1:37.07. He could be out of hospital this weekend. Fantastic news. Off now. And beginning nicely, Zadimbi out fast, Magique Sky and King's Choice away well. Star here's going to box seat and maintains his advantage from that good draw over Cubiton and Noble Win. No real surprises so far. It's Zadimbi on the outside of Magique Sky. Zadimbi couldn't cross though. The margins ahead. 2 away third, Star here on the inside of King's Choice. 3 further back came Cubiton, and last is Noble Win sticking to the rails. They come around the turn at the 400 metre mark, and Zadimbi on the outside of Magique Sky. Star here a length away third off the rails and about to pull around Zadimbi's heels. Noble Win's charged up on the fence behind these leaders. Cubiton was wider out at the 250, and now Star here let down from Zadimbi. Noble Win struggling to get through. Cubiton wider out. Star here the leader from on the outside. Cubiton and Noble Win with Magique Sky. Zadimbi gone. Star here is going to be too strong. Great Ride Gat scored by a half. Magique Sky was gallant second, fought on tenaciously well to hold Noble Win. It ran third, and then Cubiton, Zadimbi, and last over the line was King's Choice in 56.83. It's a new record. It's a new record. It beats River Junction's record of 57.59, but more importantly, it is faster than the old record on the old track. The new track record was River Junction 57.59. The Morfettville record, Ready to run. Last couple get balanced, do they? Yes, here we go. Off now. And beginning nicely, Magic Broom. It was out fast with Shamrock Gold, Watch Me Go, Sir Watermark and DL's mustering after the start. Eye for an Eye's in that line of horses as well. And then came Tulum on the inside of Tatanka. Further back to Oakwood inside of Superdan, the stablemate, and last of all is Out Point. Magic Broom went very fast and led DL by a length. It's under a throttle hold, the second horse. Kingston C is running in third place, followed by Eye for an Eye, Tatanka deep, going around Shamrock Gold, and then came Watch Me Go, Tulum and Sir Watermark on the turn at the 400. Magic Broom a half length to DL on the outside. The favourite looks comfortable, but so does the leader. Then Kingston C, Eye for an Eye, and Tulum getting into the clear. He goes for Magic Broom. It accelerates. He's got to put the whip on DL to stay in touch, and Kingston C's coming through a gap. Magic Broom still in front of Kingston C and DL. Magic Broom's doing it well from Kingston C and will lead all of the way. Magic Broom shifted ground but won it by a length and a quarter. Kingston C second, a length away third. DL and Eye for an Eye was fourth. Close up behind those Tulum, Sir Watermark, Superdan, Shamrock Gold, Out Point. Then Oakwood, Watch Me Go and Tatanka in 57.36. Off they go, beginning fast. Street Parlour, Dancing Image was out very well and showing nice speed also. Guernica booting through. RMG along the inside is going to drive and lead though. Mr. Jazzman had speed after the start, and then Here's Me Mate, Miss Vodka. Just behind these leaders, Catman on the outside of Clayman, being followed by Acca Delane. Then came Levite from Pico, 2 away Awakening and 5 to Tinted Star at the 700. RMG 3/4 in front of Mr. Jazzman. Third, Here's Me Mate on the inside of Miss Vodka, Dancing Image wider. Then Guernica deep around Street Parlour, Clayman, Catman, Acca Delane, Levite, Pico, Awakening, and last is Tinted Star. 400 metres to go. RMG's giving them plenty to catch. Leads Mr. Jazzman a half on the corner. In third position, Dancing Image, and then came Miss Vodka and Here's Me Mate. Now Street Parlour switching out. Clayman runs on. The rest are being headed up. Wider out by Guernica at the 200, and despite covering ground, Dancing Image hit the lead. Street Parlour's coming home well on the outside. Dancing Image, Street Parlour, Clayman runs on late, so too Levite. Dancing Image and Street Parlour in a driving finish. It's Dancing Image and Street Parlour. And I think Dancing Image held on and beat Street Parlour and knows not much in it. Maybe Clayman third over Levite. Pico charging at the end, and so too Tinted Star. Then Mr. Jazzman from RMG, Catman, followed home by Guernica from Awakening. Acca Delane, Miss Vodka knocked up, and Here's Me Mate coming in last in 109.78. There she is again, Claire Lindop. Claire Lindop at $41. Three-year-old race, they're all in. Set to go. And they're racing. Beginning nicely, Just Chatting in the centre. Apticon was out fast, and Vainberg keen to hold the lead from the inside. Ledger's Dreams booting up also. And starting to work forward. Apticon is going up to look for the lead after a couple of 100 metres. Back to last went Almost Never, and bouncing around was back third last inside of Fortune Princess, and Go Forever was racing wide in next position. They race down the side. They've got about 700 metres left to go, and the pilot here on the inside is Apticon, being about a half length in front. In second place, Just Chatting, followed by wider out Go Forever. Over on the inside, Ledger's Dream of Vainberg, and then Navy Shaker, being followed by Belgino, and further back to bouncing around, not in the race at the moment, and Cop the Check off heels Nasty there, followed wide out by Almost Never, and Fortune Princess at the 300. Apticon, and on the outside, Go Forever. Go Forever raced up to join Apticon, and they've drawn out about 3 in front of Navy Shaker. Bouncing around is doing just that, having trouble getting clear running, and Almost Never. It's Apticon and Go Forever in a driving finish. Apticon won't give it away. Apticon kicked and beat Go Forever by about a neck. A length and a half away third was Fortune Princess over Navy Shaker. Almost Never bouncing around close behind them from Vainberg, and then Belgino, Ledger's Dream, and a big gap to Just Chatting in 109.22. money for Smoky Island to come in on that third line and join Mow It Now, Star Doc, and yeah, that's it. All in, ready to go. Set, and they're off. Didn't hold them long, and Star Doc was out fast from the inside with You're Joking. Arabian Tower showing rare speed, and Smoky Island is pressing on wider out. Then Evacuation, followed deep out on the track by Dinky Barry. Getting back Cielo Road on the rails from Finistor, being ridden quietly early by Lion. Then Shanghai Moon, and last is Mow It Now. Smoky Island worked to the lead by the 1100 a length on Evacuation. Third, Star Doc on the inside of Dinky Barry. About 3 lengths away, Arabian Towers, who's on the outside of Cielo Road. Then 2 lengths to You're Joking from Finistor. Then Mow It Now, and last is Shanghai Moon. They come down the side, approaching the 800. Smoky Island bowling along in front by 1.5 lengths to Evacuation. 3/4 Star Doc and 1 length to Dinky Barry. Then 1.5 Cielo Road, Arabian Towers. 3 away, You're Joking. Finistor ridden very quietly early at the 650 on the outside of Mow It Now, and Shanghai Moon, the second pick in betting, is last. So the favoured pair, second last and last, 500 to go. It's Smoky Island from Evacuation. Dinky Barry moved up 3 wide. Star Doc on the inner. Cielo Road got off the fence. Then Arabian Towers wider out, coming into it now. You're Joking. Finistor letting go with a run. Just got onto the heels of You're Joking a little bit at the top of the straight. 250 left. Smoky Island tries to steal a march on them. He drew 2 in front of You're Joking. Finistor down the outside. And then Cielo Road coming home hard on the rails. It's still Smoky Island, the leader. Finistor's making late ground. Smoky Island, they will do it all of the way. Smoky Island, 1.5 lengths, Finistor. Third's a great go. Maybe Cielo Road, and nose to You're Joking. And Mow It Now is next from Dinky Barry. Arabian Towers close up behind those, followed in by Star Doc, Shanghai Moon, Shocker again. And last, a long last at that, was Evacuation in 1:31.32. Gambia the first in a long time at the Southeast track. Now they look ready to go. 1200. Red Jack the favourite. Red Light, they're off. Tova pinged out. Biddy Up was away nicely. And Blue Venture's going fast deep out. Then Classy Looker. Red Jack from the good barriers booting through inside Biddy Up, and he'll box seat at the expense of Trojan Warrior. Just behind those came Neptune Island, followed by King Crow appealing Bellin to pay up. Tova leads, approaching the 800 by 1 length to Blue Venture. 1.5 lengths away third, Red Jack on the inside of Biddy Up, and 2 lengths Neptune Island 3 deep. Around, or rather, yeah, is 3 deep. Classy Looker is wider out. Over on the inside, Trojan Warrior, followed by King Crow to pay up, and appealing Bill. They come around the turn, 500 metres to go. Tova's run it quickly, 1 length on Blue Venture. Red Jack third. Gat's been able to work away from the rails. He's now 3 wide with first option at these leaders, followed wider out by Biddy Up, and then Neptune Island, and further back Trojan Warrior getting through near the inside. At the 200, he let Red Jack go. It responded fairly well. The leader still Blue Venture. Neptune Island running a big race on the outside. Neptune Island, Red Jack, Blue Venture, Tova there across the track. Trojan Warrior, King Crow with a late close. It's Neptune Island forging to the lead, and what a day for Claire Lindop. There's 3. Neptune Island won the last 3/4 to Red Jack, I'd say, a nose to King Crow, who was unlucky in the straight. Close up Trojan Warrior, Biddy Up, and appealing Bell in a line. And then came Tova, followed in by Blue Venture to pay up, and Classy Looker in 109.64.
Asian Bow Stakes Day. Racing and Predict an initial velocity. Duke Bongalonga jumped very well. So did Al Milster and Easy Nick off. Jaunty Lad is kicking through along the fence soon after the start. King Lehman's going to press on deep out. Right behind them as they settle Blessed Tudor, with Old Soul drifting back on the fence from Ella Brackley. And Dreamtime Lover is back last today as they go to the 1,000 metres mark, where initial velocity rolled to the front now, drew a length. Running second is Predict over on the outside from Jaunty Lad, taking a sit in the box seat. A half-length King Lehman caught a little wide from his wide draw, and then our Milster between horses. Back on the fence to Easy Nick off, being shaded then by Blessed Tudor. Duke Bongalonga is next, and then 3/4 Dreamtime Lover being called upon from Old Soul, and Ella Brackley is last at the 600. They come towards the home corner, and Initial Velocity's had a cosy run in front, well rated, led 3/4 Predict. King Loman having no luck, 3 deep. On the fence, Jaunty Lad travelling 4th around the bend. Blessed Tudor's going up deep, and so's the Duke Bongalonga. Behind them, Easy Nickoff trying to thread his way through the field. He got badly held up though, and then Old Soul, but Duke Bongalonga races to a narrow lead from Initial Velocity at the 200. Blessed Tudor's coming between them. It's Duke Bongalonga, Blessed Tudor and Initial Velocity fighting back. Initial Velocity kicking on the inside of Duke Bongalonga, and Initial Velocity is going to be a little too strong. Initial Velocity fought back, just won it from Duke Bongalonga. Tight for third between Jaunty Lad, the fence, Blessed Tudor, then came Old Soul, followed then by Al Milster. Behind those, Easy Nickoff had no luck in the straight, followed by King Lomond. He had to do it the tradesman's way. And then Dreamtime Lover, Predict, and Ella Brackley is amongst the tail enders. Away and racing, the brown horse lurched as the gates went back. He probably missed it a length or two. All Our Smiles and Hello Stranger were the first to commence from Higgins Gold, Wayward Lad, and the speed very slow at the end of nearly 200. Zacharak 3 deep, 4 wide, Keldan being restrained. The brown horse fires up on the inside of Conjo. Clate drops Amber's Halo out to second last, and on her outside, Dazzling Dane. Over the crossing, Hello Stranger just loping along in front, leads the way. And there's no speed early. Zacharak quickly around the outside, goes up to sit outside Hello Stranger. All Our Smiles given cover. She's now third, one off the fence from Wayward Lad, settling well on the rail. Keldan caught out there 3 deep though as they turn to the back, but they're still jog trotting at the 1400. Higgins Gold between horses. The brown horse hugs the fence a length. Conjo. Amber's Halo is back second last inside Dazzling Dane. 1,200 metres to travel. Midway down the back, and Hello Stranger held back to the field, led by a long neck Zacharak. Gee, they're dawdling. And so the rider of Dazzling Dane said, I've had enough of this, and go he went. And at the 1,000-metre mark, took off from last and quickly found himself in front. So slow were they going. And as they go to the turn off the back, it's Dazzling Dane now in control, and he finally put some speed in the race. 2 lengths over Zacharak, and then Hello Stranger third. All Our Smiles is back running fourth. Keldan is being asked to go again around Higgins Gold. Wayward Lad's on the fence. They're followed further back at the 700 by Conjo. The brown horse and this odds-on favourite's going to have to come from last to win. Amber's Halo about 5 or 6 lengths off the leaders coming to the turn. Zacharak's now having a shot at Dazzling Dane immediately under the whip at the 450. Going up All Our Smiles, the grey mare. And then Keldan outside of her in the pink cap. 2 lengths to Conjo. Higgins Gold. To the outside, Amber's Halo, but she's flat to the floorboards, this favourite. No good thing. At the 200, Keldan hits the front from Zacharak. Conjo is starting to lengthen stride. A length and a half to Amber's Halo, but it's Keldan for the moment. Rolling back to the fence, clear from Conjo. Amber's Halo runs on, but Keldan lifted home, wins it well. Keldan won it by a length and a half to Conjo. The favourite ran third, Amber's Halo from Zacharak. Higgins Gold, Hello Stranger. A gap then to the brown horse, Dazzling Dane, All Our Smiles weekend, and last, Wayward Lad. Signal given. Racing, nice level start too. Freaky Kontiki, Designer Label, and Dolly-Ander jumped very well. Forever Friends getting over with Love the World and Clickerton. Just behind those, St Magnus when they settle, and deep out Lost Treasure from Cat in a Hat. Getting back all keyed up and Summer Wave. Fair Appraisal allowed to drop out to third last over on the inside of Marshall Vic. And On a Handshake is last, and 3 deep, 1,000 metres to travel. Forever Friends has worked to the front as they go to the back turn and leave the 900 behind them from Love the World going up second. Travelling over on the inside is Oleander in third spot, pulling its way forward Lost Treasure. A length and a half to Clickerton. And then came Cat in a Hat, ridden just behind the pace. Back on the outside of Freaky Kontiki, then Designer Label. Followed by All Keyed Up, sitting 3 deep at the 650 from St Magnus being shaken up. Then Summer Wave, Fair Appraisal, a fair way from them. Under pressure is Marshall Vic coming to the turn, and On a Handshake a clear last. 400 from home, and going to the lead, Love the World, taken on by Oleander, which quickly quickly drew level with it. They're a length and a half to Clickerton. Lost Treasure, Cat in a Hat called upon. Here comes All Keyed Up down the outside with its run. And further back, Fair Appraisal at the 200. All Keyed Up, grab the lead. Cat in a Hat going with it now with Clickerton on the inside. On the outside, it's All Keyed Up. From Clickerton, they beat off Cat in a Hat, but it's All Keyed Up going to the line. Great guns. And All Keyed Up was too strong. All Keyed Up beat Clickerton or Cat in a Hat. Designer Label flashed to the line just behind them from Love the World and Fair Appraisal. In behind them came Marshall Vic. Oleander died on her run. On a handshake, Lost Treasure, St Magnus were next home. Forever Friends, Freaky Kontiki and Summer Wave last to greet the judge. The starter has the button, looking across to the field from his inside ladder. The gates are back and they're racing now in the Ascot Gold Cup, and the first out, True Steel, in company with the Bank. Also quickly into stride, Desert Dreamer with Major Metal out there 4 deep in the run up the straight the first time. Bold Mirage just behind them. He's one off the fence. Swivjern behind them, second last, settling outside as they come down to the home to the winning post by Shoeless. And with 1800 to go, True Steel works his way to the front, and Harvey's going to control the speed of the race by 3/4. Desert Dreamer, Major Metal still sitting 3 deep. On the fence running fourth is the Bank. Bold Mirage is fifth over the crossing. A length and a half to Shoeless, and he's back inside of the favourite Swivjern. As they work over towards the 1500 metre mark, and the son of the Melbourne Cup winner, Jean True Steel, is loping along and doing it easily. A length Major Metal getting up second, one off the rails now. 3/4 to the Bank, third on the fence. Desert Dreamer settles just behind them. He's now fourth. They're being followed after 1.5 to Bold Mirage, and then came the stablemate Shoeless, and the favourites back last with Jeune. They just start to up tempo a little at the 1100 metre mark, and this big rangy chestnut striding along in front. This is where he really relishes racing. True Steel by a length, Major Metal and the Bank over on the inside with 1,000 metres to run. A length and a half further back to Desert Dreamer, which is coasting along. He's in the clear. Bold Mirage behind them, then Shoeless on the fence, and Swivjern still trails the field. 6 lengths off the leader, True Steel. Being pushed along, going down the side of the course, trying to get away from Major Metal, who's also being dug up to stay with the big fellow. A length and a half, Desert Dreamer, the Bank calling it a day. Then came on the outside, Bold Mirage travelling up to fourth. In behind them, Swivjern starting to make his move around the outside of Shoeless as the Bank drops out quickly along the fence. On the corner, though, and True Steel shaken up by Clint Harvey. Kicked away from them. Race 2 or 3 in front of Desert Dreamer. Bold Mirage now to the outside in front of Swivjern. They beat off Major Metal. It's True Steel leading a length. Desert Dreamer a length and a half to Bold Mirage. Swivjern behind them. Desert Dreamer drew alongside of True Steel. It's Desert Dreamer hitting the front. And Desert Dreamer, under hard riding from Jason Miller, pulls away and wins the Ascot Gold Cup from True Steel. Bold Mirage third, Swivjern fourth, then Shoeless, Major Metal, and last is the Bank. Well, number 6, Desert Dreamer, has turned things right around today, up to the 2200. As the attendants get in behind a market wrap, they push her forward, all set to run. Away now. Cherry Blossom won the start. Tantra Dancer snagged straight back to last, and Turner's got a rod onto the rails very early on. Amphitrite, one of the first to move. Startigo jumped well. Golden Dilemma's going up there. Wider out on the course, settling down is Mayfair Storm, and driving right up along the fence, Cherry Blossom just in front of Supreme Sally. Further back along the fence came Dante's Callista, then Carrie Carly and Avenida Madero. Over on the fence, Tantra Dancer, and back last is Market Wrap, which is out there 3 deep going going to the 700. Aphrodite heading down the side of the course, approaching the 600 lead. Startigo, 3 deep, running third. Golden Dilemma. Cherry Blossoms over on the inside, enjoying a great run from Supreme Sally. A length and a half to Tantra Dancer. She's continuing to sneak up along the fence and now gets into the open to track Supreme Sally. Dante's Callista trying to hold her in a pocket though. Aphrodite joined by Startigo down to the 250. Here comes Tantra Dancer and Supreme Sally. Further back is Avenida Madeira, but Tantra Dancer descends upon the leaders, grabs them, hits the front from Startigo. Carrie Carley is late, but Tantra Dancer, what a gem of a ride. Tantra Dancer, superb performance by Turner to win it. Running second on the outside, Carrie Carley, and close up Avenida Madeira from Startigo. Then came Supreme Sally, Dante's Callista, Aphrodite, Cherry Blossom. Next home, Mayfair Store, Market Wrap and Golden Dilemma. Well, they're doing their darndest, the gateman. Now they've run him up. They've closed the gates over behind Devil's Dance. Gates go back and they're away and racing. Caught them to a pretty level start. Hot Shot Brother was the first to move from Waikapu Bay. Devil's Dance, and going up is Don's Record. Just behind the Exchequer when they settle. Now Waikapu Bay is going to kick up inside Hot Shot Brother, and he's going to hold him out as they race to the top turn. Or Hot Shot Brother threw the head high in the air, and Don's Record sped around the outside of him. Real Storm tracked them across from the outside. Plain Joe went up on the rails to join Tip the Till. They're followed by Western Pompeii and Exchequer. Now getting back into the second half from Prince of Vassac. 3/4 of a length away, Dancing Tycoon, Binu Boy, and last is Whipbird. But Don's Record straightens at the 450, a length and a half. Real Storm 3 deep outside of Hot Shot Brother in the centre. Waikapu Bay back on the inside. He's being held in a pocket when they turn. A run comes for Prince of Vassac. Devil's Dance to the outside, and just behind him Exchequer, Plain Joe. It's Don's Record tackled by Devil's Dance. Prince of Vassac near the fence, then Hot Shot Brother, Plain Joe and Exchequer. Devil's Dance hits the front. 150 to go, leads Prince of Vassac. Plain Joe running on, but 2 for 2 for Devil's Dance. Devil's Dance last in, first home beat. Prince of Vassac, Plain Joe third. Binu Boy sneaking through along the fence to join Don's Record. Exchequer, Hot Shot Brother next home. Followed further back then by Whipbird and Waikapu Bay. Real Storm, Tip the Till next in. A gap to Dancing Tycoon second from last. And trailing the field in Western Pompeii. Has the button. No, Kensal Bay has backed out at the last minute. Turned around, trotted back to the stalls by his rider, Kevin Forrester. He's now in their set. They're racing in the Asian Bow. Superior Star might have missed it a half a length, and Dexian also a little tardy into stride. Shane's Boy and Deadeye Dick were amongst the first to move. Coming over those, Son of Vassac joining Kames Hope. Settling down fifth, Kensal Bay from Kim Storm and Dedicated Miss, and Superior Star quickly improving. She's centre field. A length away, Crimson Secura. Space Age is next, and between horses, Track Jester at the 1,000. A little wide is Mogul, Ice Magic behind those, and then came Dexian travelling through along the fence. Eutectic a shade wide, and last is Old Fashion. Out to the 850, and Son of Vassac pilots the field. A length and a half on Shane's Boy, taking a sit behind him. A length and a half then further back is Deadeye Dick on the inside of Kames Hope. A little more than a length, Kensal Bay going up, splitting Dedicated Miss, hugging the fence, and Kim Storm 3 deep. 1.5 to the favourite, Superior Star. Crimson Secura, Eutectic going around her when they come onto the turn. Space Age getting up along the fence, followed by Track Jester, Ice Magic and Dexian. Old Fashion and Mogul's last on straightening up. Shane's Boy hit the front, tackled though immediately by Kames Hope. Deadeye Dick just behind them from Kim Storm. Kensal Bay, no Superior Star today. 150 to go. Kames Hope wanted to dive towards the rail, had to be stopped riding and straightens up. Here comes Track Jester. He's coming with a brilliant run down the outside. Track Jester's got them. Track Jester storms to the front and wins the Asian Bow brilliantly. Track Jester scored from Kames Hope or Deadeye Dick. Old Fashion and eye-catching run, finishing home from last on the turn just behind them, with Dedicated Miss, Shane's Boy, Ice Magic, Crimson Secura, Dexian, Kim Storm. Superior Star didn't fire. And then Eutectic, Kensal Bay dropped out. So did Son of Vassac. Now they're ready. King Canute has the inside draw. They stand well. Short run to the first turn. Racing and King Canute won the start off the inside. Fussy Shift and Thunderhawk began well. Coming over is Tap Dog shortly after in search of the lead, and just behind them Shotgun Kid. Mercedario restraining back to midfield. A bit more than a length to Now's Good. Royal Minx settling on his outside. 1.5 Adventurer, Healesville, and Conspirator settles down last of all. About 8 or 9 lengths from the leader. Going into the back, it's Tap Dog. 1,250 to go. Drawing to the front from Thunderhawk at a leisurely gallop as they head down the back. 2 lengths away then Shotgun Kid with the neck arched outside of Fussy Shift on the rails. 4th, 1.5 then Mercedario. King Canute drifting back on the inside. A further 3/4 to Royal Minx going by the 1,000. And then Now's Good. A half length to Adventurer, followed by Healesville, and Conspirator trails the field as they race to the turn out of the back. On the far bend at the 850. And Tap Dog doing it well for S.J. Miller by 3/4 to a length. Thunderhawk about to go up and try and apply a bit of pressure. 1.5 to Shotgun Kid, who's had a lovely run behind the speed, travelling 3rd from Fussy Shift. Royal Minx being set alight quickly around the outside at the 600, goes up running 4th. Shotgun Kid's gone at the same time, and they've gone in front of Mercedario. Whiting's off the rail with King Canute, then Adventurer. Now's Good back near the inside, is under the whip, straightening up from Conspirator and Healesville. Around the corner, they've got to Tap Dog. Royal Minx has headed him off. Thunderhawk back behind those with Shotgun Kid. 2.5 lengths to Mercedario. Royal Minx goes to the lead at the 200. 1.5 lengths to Shotgun Kid. Here comes King Canute starting his run. He's finishing at the rate of knots. Look at him come, King Canute. He's coming with Shotgun Kid. Royal Minx, King Canute grabbed them and nailed them. King Canute gets up. Whiting boots home a treble in the last 3. From either Shotgun Kid, Royal Minx, Tap Dog, and close up Fussy Shift from Thunderhawk, Mercedario. Then Conspirator. Next in Now's Good, Adventurer, and Healesville last of all.